We've come up to the pipeline trail, that's what I'm going to call it. Walked along here and started coming up this trail. And there's the other side of the canyon. I think that right there is probably the Bonneville Trail, not sure. But anyway, and back towards town. We're kind of on this big, nice, flat, grassy area. Just talked to some folks. They had a dog over there, and they said that you can come up this trail here and head up around there, or you can go this way. So we're kind of opting out for this way. See what happens. It's fun nonetheless. And you can see Frodo out ahead. And here we, just the full panorama. So there's Mount Tip, and there's Big Baldy. A little higher. Guess that would have probably been the overall easy one. This has been a slow, gradual climb. That's actually somewhat downhill. Came back from back down there. Here's the peaks. Back up there's the Squaw Peak Road, I think, or maybe it goes around that way, not sure. But we're just up here, trundling along. Frodo the Wonder Dog. Meandering trail hooks up with the road. Frodo's doing Frodo things over there. I don't know what peak that is. Someone tell me. So, but anyway, that's Utah Lake and back to Provo and the head of the canyon. So, there's Mount Tip, and back over there's Big Baldy someplace. So, onward and upward. The trail we're on now, and like I said, it's the perfect trail. Nice, level. Not too bad. We came up the hard way because the road, getting to that road back there, would have been just a little short, steep climb, but we had a pretty gradual, intermittent, steep spots, but it was just pretty much a gradual, all uphill walk. So, ended up walking east on that road a little bit and then decided that this had to be the way, so we're coming back. There's some big deer prints down through here. They're old, but there's lots of fresh deer out here, deer signs. Not so much here, but lower down. Must have been a small group of them. They'd come up the trail. So we're just walking along here. Not much is happening. There were a few deer, but man, there was a big lot of them. Tracks seemed to be going with me. So, just interesting. Little trail there. But we're just walking along here, seeing where we're going. This hits into the Big Baldy Trail. I'm kind of wondering where it's going to do it at, down towards the trailhead, because there was some trail that came into the parking lot from this direction. We're heading north, and Big Baldy's north of us, so just kind of trundling along. And my son said, "Oh, you take your videos with your camera pointed up." Okay. Well, let's see if we can fill the screen a little bit more excitement. Now, if it's going to go back to be Big Baldy, I'm wondering if we're going to go back there. But if we're going to go to the trailhead, could possibly wrap around that point there. So, we're just kind of seeing what's going on. But again, lots of deer tracks, some of them. Here's a real fresh one right here, and some people tracks, but they're older. You can tell probably the edges have crumbled down. that one deer track, it had pretty good. I'm not going to say he was here 5 minutes ago, but the way this ground is, it could have been a day ago. So who knows? But lots of deer tracks. Probably with Frodo here, we'll never see one. Interesting. This is the sign telling me Big Baldy's that way. Trailhead's 4.5 miles. We have come 1.5 miles according to this. Provo Parkway, trail number 500. And here we have Little Baldy Trail. And it says 4 miles. So that's interesting. But it seems that this is kind of the way we wanted to come. It's just, I guess I should have been skeptical being 1.5 miles, so, but it looks like it's going to be about 5.5, 6 miles. If we go this way, or we could go on this way and see what happens. I was just looking at the map, and that seemed like this was going to be the way to Big Baldy, the trailhead, or Dry Creek trailhead. So, glad they put up signs. That's Little Baldy there, or Big Baldy. There's Mount Tip. We'll do this way, so we get a good panorama. Not much over here, but scrub oak. So we're heading up that way, at least to see what's on the other side of this ridge line. That's Big Baldy. That might be Little Baldy and Mount Tip. So we're just coming on up. Here's the trail, and I don't know if we can get it, but there's my watch, and if you can see the climb rate we've just done, considerably. So about 800 feet in just a very short distance. Probably a total of 1,500 feet from where we started. So nice blue skies, but who knows what's going to happen. I mean, it looks like that back there. So there's Frodo, goofy thing. This may be the high point. I don't know. Just keep looking. So kept saying, let's go see how much further, but it's still got a long slog, and we're just out for a nice day hike. So nice, real nice views of Mount Timpanogos. So skies are hanging at what they're at. There's a dark, nasty cloud there, but it looks clear as soon as it blows over. So I'll show you a picture of Frodo. Say hi, Frodo. Okay. Well, we might wander up here a little bit more. I don't even know if this is a trail. It's starting to get snowpacked up in here. So we're just figure out, make some lunch here or go back down a little lower and make some lunch there. Sometimes that's easier. So, well, catch you later. Here's lunchtime, and I wanted to kind of show this. I've got one of these little lightweight titanium stoves, and as you can see, it's got a windscreen on. So it's a piece of flashing over top between the stove and the canister, and then this allows you to set this windscreen on it, and then I can set my type. This is actually a stainless steel 28-ounce cup, and they're really great. They're light, probably about, I think they weigh as much as the grease pots do. But anyway, Frodo's sitting here. Lunch is actually right down in here, and you know, we got our pack and just stuff spewing out. I brought my wool anorak in case, but we're just kind of in this little spot here. I think this is going to be the high spot because I think I don't know where the trail actually is. I kind of meandered up over here, and I hope I follow my steps back. But we got to head that way. So, see how lunch goes. Say hi, Frodo. Hi, Frodo. We just came back. Actually, we cut through that scrub oak up there, dropped down through the trail, met a guy back up right after we ate lunch. He was taking us down, but I could barely see this road that we're on now, and thought, oh, I bet this is the way out of here. So I had to do a little bushwhacking, put me down here, and I think we were on this earlier, just not absolutely sure. But again, there's Mount Tip. And little Baldy, big Baldy's back there, hiding behind Little Baldy. And my shoes are getting heavy enough with mud that they're starting to even want to try to come off. So I think what we end up doing is we're just going to side hill until we get back down over there someplace. So we had lunch. Frodo's ambitious. Have to remember in the future to bring him a lunch. It's probably when he's out like this, he's burning a lot more calories. So, but don't cringe, but he ate half a bread roll and some Thai curry Knowles rice mix. Not much, just a spoonful. But so this is probably a really boring trail. But hey, you get a look at Mount Tippinoga. So now this is weird because when we were back up above it was getting real black, and now we just got blue skies, most of it. Some of it hung up around Mount Tip, but oh well. And Frodo. There's Big Baldy, Little Baldy, and that's back up where we were at. I guess I was just below where that saddle is up there. And we're walking. It's pretty windy right now. There, we're sitting in this little alcove right here, out of the wind, just drink some water and a couple bites of power bar. And Frodo's just having a good time. He got to chase some deer, so that was kind of fun for him. Oh, that's why he's got that collar on. And just out over Utah Valley. Came up over here, back up and up around way over there. I guess it might be shorter, but we're coming around this whole roadside. Just a nice day. Dropped off the road back up here. There's Mount Tip. The road's way back up there. You can kind of see it. And we're just heading down here. This is pretty reasonably steep. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad. But the wind's really picked up. It's probably blowing 20 miles an hour with gusts up to 40. So that's just an amazing piece of rock. And Frodo just went to Almond. Almost back down to the pipeline trail. We're just right above it. Right down there is where we stopped and had lunch before. And that goes off around towards Nuns Park. And you can see the wind's blowing probably 20 miles an hour with gusts to 40. And we're hitting a low. I don't know how many feet, hundreds of feet I've dropped, but it doesn't tell me I've dropped much, which means there's a low coming in. So, okay. Came down through the hillside, and we're back on the Provo Trail. So